Welcome to your October Q&A. My name's Yvonne. This is the Unravel Collective. I channel the Ninth Dimension Arcturian Council. Every first Saturday of the month, I offer you a chance to submit your question. Well, you submit a question, and then I offer you a chance to have that question channeled by me and guidance offered from the Arcturians. So every month I select 5 questions from all the emails submitted to me, and we see what the Arcturians have to share with you. So let's go ahead and get started with today's Q&A. All right, so let me take a look here at some of these emails. And just to let you know, I'm at the studio today. This is where I work. This is where I do acupuncture and energy work. And upstairs neighbors have a dog. His name is Reggie. And sometimes he can see me through the window. So he may come up to say hi. You might hear some barking. Let's see here. I don't know exactly how to pronounce this name. This is Selimus Adam. Dear Yvonne, I would be very happy if you could include my questions to the next Arcturian Q&A. Dear Arcturians, my body broke down in the last 2+ years. I face many challenges, can barely walk, sit, eat, I'm extremely weak, etc. How and where do I fix my body? Is there anything else I need to know? All right, Adam. Okay, well, let's see what the Arcturians have to share with you regarding this question. All right, so just give me a moment to call them in. First, dear, we would like to welcome you into this space and say hello to you. And we would like to say that we are very happy that you have entrusted us to ask this question. And what we're seeing right away is a surrender of having things be or need to be a certain way. Now, when we see this word displayed, this is the first thing we see as we take a look into this question. There is an idea of surrender that has been put forth for you and that you have put forth for yourself to explore, let's say. Now, one might call it a lesson, one might call it some sort of soul contract or an agreement here to experience. But what we would like to say is exploration of this idea of surrender. Now, it has come to you in this form of which you perceive as a weakness of your body, yes, and a breaking down of your body. And we say perception because this is how you have chosen to perceive this and to describe your experience in this moment. And so this form of experience, let's say, is opening the doors for the exploration of surrender. And we do see that you are open, even in the midst of this challenge, even in the midst of what might be considered sadness or depression or frustration, anger, resentment. There is still an opening within you that knows that there is an exploration to be had here. And this is the higher self, this is the inner self, the knowing of oneself. And so what is required here is to tap in to the idea of the exploration of surrender. And what does it take to surrender? Surrender. So when we say surrender, we are not only speaking of surrendering to the experience of your body not working, but rather what is it inside, internally, that must be surrendered to? What are the ideas or other moments, let's say, that have been trapped within you, trapped within your body, that must be surrendered now at this time, that can be further explored around the surrendering? So where in your life prior to this experience with your physical body are there emotions or perceptions or concrete ideas you had about how things had to be, should be, aren't the way they should be, the way I think they should be? Where are the other areas of your life that have caused you to hold on to resentment, anger, frustration, sadness, these types of feelings? So this is an internal exploration that allows you to finally surrender, that finally actually gives you no other choice. Because there is, in some ways, what we might call a desperation now. And we say this with love. A desperation to finally, once and for all, let go. Let go. That I was wronged. It shouldn't have been this way. It shouldn't be this way now. This isn't right. I don't deserve this. This narrative that is playing perhaps in the mind, and maybe you do not share this with anyone, but this is, these are not even narratives that are playing due to the body circumstance, but rather to other experiences you've had in your lifetime. So can we come back home to ourselves in the knowing that it's time to explore these things, to forgive ourselves and others, to let love creep in to those experiences where we felt we were dismissed, put aside, ignored, where we felt we didn't matter? Whatever it is, dear one, that is for you to see, and allow yourself to surrender and drop any of the frustration, anger, resentment, whatnot from these moments in order to better serve you now, to better serve your body now, to release the tension now, so that we can rise stronger, so that we can stomach things now with a new perspective, so that we can walk forward now, almost as if we are cleansed, clean slate. There is much support for you, dear one. On the other side, you have many guardians and many angels and many loved ones who are holding you, who are supporting you. So you are not alone. You are not alone. And as you listen to this, we ask you to hold out your hands and feel all the love and support that is there for you. We thank you for asking this question, dear one, and we do hope this has brought you comfort. Thank you. Oh, that was lovely. And I hope that it did bring you some comfort, Adam. Thank you so much for submitting your question. Okay, so the next question that I would like to select is from Sonia. Let's see. Okay. All right, so this is a little bit long. Let's see. Please ask Arcturians about my baby girl. She was born in 2001. She got a spinal cord injury when just 2 weeks old. Got paralyzed below the waist. Now graduated and working. She is disabled. We were devastated as parents when this happened. Worked hard to raise her. Still get sad why this happened to our child. Was this our bad karma? Worried if she will live healthy and a happy life. Okay, Sonia. So let's go ahead and see what the Arcturians would like to share with you around your question. Let's see. Okay. Hello, my dear one. Yes, thank you for your question today. The first thing we're seeing, dear, is that we understand the challenge of watching someone you love, especially a child, go through such a traumatic experience, so to speak, and have to live in this world on the earth plane with something that you perceive as a disability, yes, and that others may perceive as a disability as well. So the first thing we would like to tell you, dear one, is that there must be a shift here in the idea of what is a disability. And we know that this may not be what you want to hear because you can see that it is difficult, perhaps more difficult or perhaps harder to live in this world in a body that has challenge, let's say, in a body that does not operate in the capacity of which we would consider normal or better, so to speak. So we would like you to understand that because there is what one sees as a disability or a challenge in the body is not necessarily what we would perceive as a negative experience. Yes. And again, we want to be very sensitive to the fact that as a mother, it is very difficult and challenging to see your child struggle in any way. So we want to be very aware of this and acknowledge this experience. And we would like to also say that your daughter has the capacity to be very happy and live a life fulfilled, live a life of pleasure, live a life of adventure, because we do see that, or we sense that she is one that likes adventure. And here's the thing, she will be able to find adventure living as she is. In fact, she will be able to create adventure for others who feel that perhaps they are not allowed to create adventure for themselves due to the perception of limitation. She will open the door of adventure. And you know, she may do this through writing. She may create adventure in one's mind. She may create adventure through storytelling. That although she cannot experience the adventure within her physical body, she can experience it in the mind through story. And we all know that when we read a book, we get transported into another world. We become the characters. We become the adventure. Many of us actually love reading books or prefer a book over a movie because we can create the adventure within ourselves. We can experience the adventure within ourselves, and the mind does not know any different. If you are creating something here, your body will experience it as if it is real. And this is why so many of us love reading, love storytelling. So perhaps she is already doing this. Perhaps this will be an interest that comes later. It is hard for us to tell in this moment, but we do see that there is an ability for great storytelling and perhaps writing. Not only that, she will experience adventure in her life, in her physical body as well, because she is one who loves happiness, who wants to create happiness for others. So we would like to just offer you comfort in knowing that there is life to be had, even in the perception of disability. There is life to experience, there is life to give, there is life to offer, there is service to others. And no, there is not bad karma here. No, dear one. Nothing that you created and nothing that your daughter created in order to experience this now in this lifetime. Now, could we say that she chose to experience this? Most likely, yes. And in doing so, she is fulfilling on an agreement or a lesson or something that she wanted to experience and to embody. So this is something being fulfilled. So there is no worry here. There is no worry on the other side. There is no worry that needs to be had here. All that is required is love, patience, understanding, and encouragement. For when it does feel hard, for when the struggle takes over, support and encouragement, and an allowance of these feelings to let them move through you and her. Just let them move through you. There's no need to dismiss them or feel that you need to also stay stuck in them, but you just let them move through you so that we can continue on with the life that is before us, because there is life here. Are you not so grateful to have your daughter in your life? Just the way she is, yes? Because what has it offered you and everyone that she has come into contact with? There is an opportunity for growth that she has created for all of you. Hold gratitude for this. She is a very strong being, very lovely, beautiful soul. Thank you for this question, dear one. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Sonia, for your question. All right. I might take a break right now because I hate when the refrigerator starts buzzing, or I might continue. We'll see. Okay, so I did wait, then got a client, an acupuncture client, and now I'm back. So we are going to go to the next email, and that is from Diana. I am feeling very stuck in my desire to move forward and experience the next steps toward my evolvement. I know that I shut down from a traumatic childhood. I've done some inner child work and have spoken to her many times over the last few years. I feel there are still many blockages that I have yet to release, as I don't feel or experience anything when I try to meditate or speak to my guides and angels. I sincerely appreciate any advice you can give me to free up my energy and move forward. Thank you, with love, Diana. Okay, let's go ahead and see what the Arcturians would like to share with you. And let me just get a little more comfortable. All right, so let me just give me a moment to bring them back in. Hello, dear one. Thank you for submitting this question. And the first thing we would like to acknowledge is that you are moving forward. Can you see that simply by asking this question, by submitting this for guidance, is really you still in the act of moving forward, still behaving in ways and taking action toward your growth, toward your healing, toward your expansion, toward your evolution. And so first we would like to say that yes, while you describe your experience as that of feeling stuck and perhaps not able to move forward, we would like to acknowledge that you are indeed doing this. And it is not just in this way, by asking us a question for guidance, that you are moving forward. There are many ways in which you are currently moving forward. So we want you to take a look at all the ways in which you are creating a sense of momentum for yourself, of moving forward, of taking steps and actions toward your healing. We want you to give yourself credit for this. Acknowledgement for this is a better word. And so this is where we would like to begin with your question, to acknowledge that you are indeed moving forward. Now, when it comes to any blockages you may have, this is one that we would like you to see for yourself, in that it is very difficult for you to see the accomplishments that you are making or having for yourself. Yes, that there have been moments in your life that were very difficult, very challenging, very scary. And look where you are now. Look at all the work you have done for your healing. Can you see the progress you have made? And progress is not even the word we would like to use, but this is the word that is coming that would make most sense to you in this moment, that the progress you have made is enormous. And it is enormous in a fascinating way, in a beautiful way, in a sacred way, in the most beautiful way of courage and love for yourself, and a constant devotion to yourself, to your inner child, who is very pleased, by the way, who is very happy to be connected with you, to be secure in a relationship with you. And so now when we get to the question of, but why can't I connect to my angels and my guides through meditation? Well, we would like to first say that in order to connect to the higher realms, there must first be a connection with oneself, and where there is a lack of judgment and there is a lack of criticism, and there is not over-analysis of am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? What's wrong with me because I cannot do this? And so what we're seeing is that the connection to self has been so important here, to develop and connect relationship with self and the inner child that is so beautiful, that here you have devoted so much time and energy, and this is wonderful, and this is what is required for now perhaps a relationship with higher beings. And by the way, you are in relationship with higher beings. All of us are. We all have guardians, guides, angels that we are in relationship with. We just may not recall the relationship in our visitations. So now there is a desire to recall. There is a desire for communication that can be sensed, yes, that can be remembered, that can be tangible here for the human mind and human experience. Here. And so the only thing, dear one, that we see that we can offer guidance to you on is to release the judgment you carry for yourself and your experience and your work and your healing. This is the word that is coming up, that there is judgment on so many things, as we just expressed, of what occurred, what happened, how I dealt with it, how it has impacted my life, how I respond, react, behave, how I am not moving forward as quickly as I would like to, how long it's taken me, why can't I do this or that. So we would simply ask you to release the judgment of yourself and your experience, and that you are indeed doing an excellent job, or you are doing excellent work in the healing of yourself, and that you have indeed evolved quite rapidly in this lifetime. Give yourself more room to simply experience your healing without needing to cross another finish line, or without even needing to have a finish line in view. I want to get over there. How do I do that? We don't need to have these expectations that we constantly put upon ourselves to be better, be better, be better. Move quicker, get over there, get over there. Let's simply enjoy the moment that we are currently in, and the healing that is currently occurring for us now, with so much love and gratitude that we wouldn't want it to end. That this moment right now, that the healing is occurring in right now, is so beautifully sacred that we don't want to dismiss it. That we don't want to not acknowledge the beauty that it carries right now. And so when you are in meditation, hold gratitude for the beauty that you are in right now, without an expectation that it needs to be more, or that it needs to be better, or that it needs to be different. You will receive that which you desire. We want to say this to you. We want to share this to you. We want this to be known. Because you are indeed evolving at a rapid pace. And your angels are supporting you and lifting you up, giving you strength, giving you love, support, in order to fulfill on the healing that you so desire and wish for. This is happening. It's happening right this second. We hope that this has brought you comfort. Thank you so much for your question, dear one. Thank you. All right, thank you so much for your question, Diana. I have to say that that was a beautiful message for all of us to remember. So thank you for contributing to the growth and evolution of us all here. Thank you so much. Okay, next question is by or from Teresa. Can you explain the soul? I've looked it up and still not sure. Thank you. Wow, well that's a big question, huh? Who knows what they're gonna say? That's pretty large, expensive, giant question there. I'm very curious to see what happens. Okay, So let's see what the Arcturians have to share about can you explain the soul? Okay. Yes, dear. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, this is a big question. Yes, the soul. It is difficult to put into words because it is so much greater than words, so much greater than what could be put forth in an explanation from what the human mind knows in this moment. And so, what we would like to say right away is that the soul is all encompassing and so all enveloping experience of oneself, but also that of creation. And so the soul is, simply put, energy in motion. The soul is energy in motion that is breathed into life and is created by the one creator who is also energy in motion. And there is the opportunity for soul to continue expressing itself in immeasurable amount of ways. So there are so many ways that energy in motion can express itself, and it is capable of expressing itself in layers and layers and layers, dimensions, realms, and experiences is the only word that we can say. Experiences all at once. So the soul is simply experience. It's an experience to be had. It's an expression of energy. The soul lives and is breathed life by that of the Creator, and that energy is of the purest frequency, and at the very root of it all, an energy of love, and an energy where anything's possible, and an energy of complete awareness of all that is. All that is. So the soul becomes an expression that is created by Creator and given opportunity to then create itself. Now, when we say create itself, we mean this in two ways. We mean create itself, yes, its own self, in a manner of, what do I want to experience? And then we create experience, an expression. And we also mean create itself as in, it is difficult to say this, as in a separate aspect or fractal of the one Creator. Although you are truly never separated from Creator. So, to put it quite simply, the soul is energy in motion created by Creator to experience itself and to create itself. So this is all we would like to share in this moment in regards to this question, and we thank you very much for bringing this question forth. Thank you. That was interesting. No, I like that question. Thank you so much, Teresa, for submitting that. My foot is falling asleep here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have one more question for our October Q&A. Oh, this is long. Okay, so this is Burhan. Burhan. Let me see. For a long time, I've been drawn to spirituality and meditation, and I also feel much wisdom from your channelings. However, despite this, I've never put spiritual values at the core of my life, and so live in an unhealthy life because of my doubts. Humans, including me, are very prone to delusions, deceptions, and wishful thinking. So I believe everyone must have a healthy amount of skepticism in their lives. I want to step onto the path of spirituality, but I have to know if it is the truth. Believing or feeling it is right haven't been enough for me so far. Okay, so my question is, what can I do to prove any of this is real? Soul, the channelings, the spirit guides, the afterlife, etc. I'd love for them to be true, but I don't know, and until now, I couldn't confirm them. Since Arcturians seem to see beyond what we can see, can they tell me something about my past or present life that you, Yvonne, normally shouldn't know? Which would be the proof for me? Okay. It's making me feel like uh, I have to be a magician here and know something. Um, okay, because I can't think of anything else that would make my doubts go away. If it doesn't work like that, should I meditate or reach to psychics to find proof? Okay, all right. I think that all of us have been in this scenario, right? I know I have, and I even, still to this day sometimes say, what if all of this isn't um, real? I don't know, and I don't know if we ever will know until we pass through this experience. And I all I can know for myself is the experience I have. Um, that I have to have faith or real or true for me, because it is an experience that I'm having where I am seeing something, witnessing something, hearing something, feeling something that in this realm for me right now, and what I'm capable of experiencing seems quite real. So I think that that's all we can really go on, right? Of course, you can hear other people talk about something and hope that they are being of integrity and being honest and being authentic with their experience and what they're sharing, and then maybe have faith in that what they are experiencing, but that which we have not yet experienced is real. I feel like that with near-death experiencers. Listen to the things that they have to say, and I've not experienced that, so I have to have faith, or I choose to have faith in that what they are bringing forth is authentic and honest. Um, oh, there's the refrigerator buzzing. Well, I'm gonna keep going because this is my last one. So let's just see what the Arcturians have to say on this subject, right? To have doubts. Um, and I know you have this question in here. Can they tell me about my past or present life that I wouldn't know? And I don't know if they're gonna do that because um, it makes me feel uncomfortable uh, to be presented with a test. But let's just see what happens. Let's see what they want to share on this topic, okay? And specifically for you, what they want to share for you. That will probably be helpful for us all. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let me just look over a question. What can I do to prove any of this is real? All right. And what can I do to make my doubts go away? If it doesn't work like that, should I meditate? Okay. Hello, dear one. Thank you for this question. Now, yes, there is a bit of a test here you've presented for Yvonne. And yes, we can sense the discomfort that comes up with this, because just as you feel doubts, Yvonne too is experiencing the doubt of an insecurity here of having to prove the experience of other realms or spirituality in the way that you are asking for. In that there is indeed proof that we exist, that there are others who exist, that there is life beyond what we can see here in this realm. So here we are, experiencing doubt all together, all of us experiencing insecurity. Many of you who are watching this experiencing this because you are empathic and can understand the ideas of being tested, yes? And so here we would like to first acknowledge that it is quite normal and human to experience doubts, that this isn't something that needs to be erased or eliminated or taken away or taken out of your experience. So there's no need first to try and remove your doubts. This is part of the experience of being here. This is part of the school. This is part of the learning and coming home to self, to the chipping away of illusion, to the chipping away of perception of what is real and what is not real. And it's also quite normal to want to have proof of something in the human experience. So here we are again, just asking you to have a little more laughter around this. It doesn't have to be so serious. I need proof. I need this in order to believe. So can we find space for exploration that doesn't have to be serious? That doesn't have to have factual information presented to you. That proof can come in a variety of ways. And that we don't put proof inside a box of what it's supposed to look like. Then we create the possibility for proof showing up to us in ways that we had not thought of, in ways that we had not created expectation for. And that when it does present itself to you, that you do not doubt that it is real. Because it's showing up for you in order for you to experience it and allow the sensation of the experience to open you up and open the human body up, because you are made and designed in a way to receive information, to receive the experience that is beyond you. It's just that so many of us has shut down the capacity for the design that is already within us to experience that which is without us and things that we cannot see. So we have to let go of the box of proof. Proof is only this. This is what I deem proof. It's in this box, and if it doesn't look like this, then it's not real. Or I cannot believe it. And if I do believe it, I'm a fool. So there also needs to be a release of judgment. And a release of judgment on others who have blind faith. Because with blind faith comes the opportunity for the experience that is much more expansive and much more open and much more available for reception to be had by you and the human body. So yes, meditation is a way to do this. Meditation is a way to connect with the higher realms, or realms beyond the human experience, which doesn't make sense either, because technically the human experience can include experience outside of ourselves and what we know to be true and real here in this moment, in this realm. So the only thing that we see, dear one, that we could give guidance on is that the need for proof is what needs to be dropped in order to experience the sensations that will cause you to feel that something is true for you or real for you. That the test has to be passed for you, that there is an A+ here, that there is a check mark here, that there is a 100% here that has to be experienced before I believe. One of the things about the human body, dear ones, is that you must create that which you want to see first. You must create the possibility in order for the evidence to be shown to you, in order for it to be demonstrated before you, in your life, presented to you, received by you, given to you, opportunity created for you. It is not out there trying to prove itself to you. It is existing. It is living. It is breathing. It is being. It's not out there thinking I need to prove something. It's waiting for you to be with it. It's waiting for you to come and receive it. And we love that you're in exploration of finding it, of searching it for it, seeking for it, seeking. That even if there is a door closed, there's the possibility of opening it, of turning the knob. This is beautiful. Turn the knob. See what happens. See what happens when you are open to receive. See what happens when the belief is only, I don't know, and I'm curious. That's all that's required, curiosity. So yes, we would simply like to say, or repeat again, that the doubts don't need to go away, that you can enjoy life and explore what is out there with a healthy dose of doubt, and that with curiosity you will find yourself in new experiences that will lead you to even more experiences. That when you are open to receiving anything at all that is not labeled or put into a box, well then, this is what you will receive. Anything at all. Anything that you wish to create for yourself is possible. Thank you very much for your question, and we do hope that this has offered you insight. Now, we did not have the intention to offer you proof, but rather insight. Thank you. Well, that was fun. That was interesting. Um, they were very happy. There was a lot of like as I was channeling that, a lot of sensation of being happy to speak with you and to just there was a lot of the sensation of don't take it so seriously. It's fine. Like what's out there is out there, whether we know it, believe it, or feel it, or sense it, or not, want proof of it or not. It exists. It just is. It's just there. It's not trying to be anything for us. It just is. We just are. So it was really it was almost like a sensation of like I mean, it felt kind of like you really think something of yourself that you feel like we're gonna come into this level of existence where we're required to prove that we're real. It was sort of like that, just like it's okay, we are here, it's here, and that's all we need. I don't know. It was just really interesting. So thank you so much for that question. Let's see. I think that was all of it. So who was that? Vernon. Vernon, thank you for that question. I really enjoyed it. Thank you everybody who submitted questions for today's Q&A. And just like I mentioned earlier, the first Saturday of every month is when I do these Q&As for free. I also would like to mention that I am now offering Arcturian guidance through audio recordings at my website. So if you're interested in for sure getting your question answered, then please book one of those audio recordings. I will channel it in my own time and then send it to you within 2 days of the date that you booked it. Okay? Thank you everybody for being here. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked this video, please leave me your thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will be back with channel guidance from the Arcturians next Saturday. Have a great weekend. See you then. Bye.